So I do not believe a word Chris Aceto says when it comes to Andrew Jack. That's why it's so hard to make a prediction for this man. At the end of the day, God doesn't speak for you. You do, Derek. And Derek Lunsford has a lot to prove at this show. And if he doesn't win, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board and say, where do I go from here? Because I can't beat Samson Dauda. Excited for Samson. I'm not a Samson hater. I think Samson's great for the sport. I think he's a tremendous athlete. And I think he has the potential to be a multi-time Mr. Olympia and Arnold Classic champion. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Muscle Discord. And I'm going to do my 2025 Arnold Classic Ohio final prediction. If I was good at edits, I'd make a big screen pop up saying final predictions. But I'm not that savvy yet. Anyways, so I'm going to go through everyone I feel like I can actually talk about and make an actual prediction on. I'll show you my top 11 prediction spreadsheet as well that I've been doing on the Muscle Discord Monday night live shows that I do with Ron Harris Muscle and Phil Clahar. And they gave their final predictions. Coach Abdullah, the former coach of Brandon Curry, gave his final predictions on my Excel sheet. So I'm going to show you guys all those predictions, and this is my final prediction. I have made an update to my predictions that I did earlier on last week and the beginning of this week, and we are 4 days out from the Arnold Classic Ohio, and here we go. Let's jump right into it. And if you guys haven't already, remember to like the video and subscribe and leave your comments and your predictions below as well. I want to hear them. I want to see them. Okay, so in 8th place, I have James Hollingshead. Now, this is a tough one. Let's take a look. This is him today, 4 days out, posing in the goon lighting. And I have to say, he looks really good. I have to say, for 4 days out, he just needs to dry out a little bit more. Keep that midsection tight, which is his Achilles heel. It does draw from his physique, but it looks to be improved. He's working with Boss of Outlaw. He's hitting some shots for Boss here. The quads look good. They're feathered. The striations are among the chest and the delts is what I look at. Can flex that a little bit more there. Good side chest. Very solid from the side. The hamstrings and glutes are in. The lower back is in. Pause that right there. Look at that shot. That's a good shot. And I have him in 8th. This is tough. This is a tough predictions to do. This is one of the most stacked Arnold Classics I've seen in the last 10 years. So this is going to be an amazing event this weekend. He's just practicing some more. Hands on hip, most muscular here. He looks good there, Sean Clarita. We're going to get into him soon. But that's the update for James. I have him in 8th place. I don't want to take too long on these. I just want to get through these real quick. 7th, Mr. Akeem Williams. I have him ahead of James Hollingshead. Just because he's been a little bit more seasoned than James. He's been around the block a little bit more than James. He's done better at the Olympia than James. He won a pro show recently in 2024. So, and he seems to have found out that formula to come in shape. You can see the thin skin on the bicep here. You know, he's got the size, he's got the shape. Yes, he lacks from the back a bit. We all know that. That's something that's been hurting him, as you can see here. But I have him in 7th. Okay, so 7th place for Akeem Williams. If you disagree, leave a comment below. I want to hear what you guys think about my assessment here, my final prediction, where you can rub it in if I get it wrong, or you can praise me if I get it right. 6th position in the top 6 now. We're headed in the top 6 here, guys. SHAWN, the Giant Killer Clarita, 2-time 212 Mr. Olympia champion, coming to the Arnold Classic stage to hang with the big boys. And, he looks impressive here. He's not showing the quads, so I'm taking a gamble here. But I have SHAWN Clarita in 6th place, ahead of bigger boys like James Hollingshead, who looks really damn good. This is tough. And Akeem Williams. My earlier prediction, I had Akeem Williams in 5th. I dropped him down. And I moved SHAWN Clarita up. Because I just think he's going to look much better than he did in Prague. He's going to be bigger and fuller and in better shape. He's worked longer now with Boss of Outlaw, so they have a better plan of attack now that they had a test run in Prague after the Olympia. So I'm going with SHAWN Clarita, this freakazoid, in 6th place, which is respectable for him to do that. So, brother, I got you in 6th place. There's nothing to hang your head at if you can come in the top 6. If you can do better, even better, but I have him in that 6th place position. And here's why. Because I have this man, William Bonac, in 5th place. And I say, okay, why is he ahead of SHAWN Clarita? Because he's a bigger version of SHAWN Clarita. He's got that same style of muscularity that SHAWN does. He's got the conditioning from the back like SHAWN does. So that's why I have him in that 5th place position. Look at this. Is a good. He still looks good. You won a pro show, a couple pro shows. I think 1 or 2 shows at least. There's 20 damn shows. I think he won at least 1 show last year. Okay, so he's not out yet. So that's my reasoning as to why I have Bonac in 5th ahead of SHAWN. He's just better. He got 7th at the Olympia last year. He's ahead of Akeem. He's ahead of all. James wasn't even in the Olympia. So I just think he's got that credit. He's got the accolades. He's got the experience is the word I'm looking for to outdo James and Akeem on this stage. And he's working with Boss of Outlaw again. They've really figured out the formula for William. And I think he's coming in strong. That's an older photo, but I think he's coming in real strong. He's going to bring that freak factor, that conditioning you can always count on for William Bonac. So I have him in a respectable 5th place for the former Arnold Classic champion. Here we go. Now we're getting into the money. And we got an update today from Brandon Curry. Let's check it out. He looks pretty damn good. He's in shape. He looks like the old Brandon that we're used to seeing. The 2019 Olympia champ, Brandon Curry. The guy that we know has some of the best genetics in the world. This guy looks to be back and he's ready to go and he's confident. I'm going to show you a little bit of posing he does here right at the end. Here we go. And exclusive here if you haven't seen Brandon's video yet. But this is him week out from the show. And damn, bro. You bringing the heat. He's bringing the heat. And to me, I think this is enough to get him into that 4th place spot and take out Sean Clarita, Akeem, James, William, right? I think he's just got a better flow to his physique than William does. So I think he'd be able to hold William off. Just really impressed with Brandon. I think he should have came home and trained at home years ago. I don't think he needed to keep going back to Kuwait and train there. I think he should have came back a long time ago because he looks so more comfortable here. He's showing himself more. He's making more video content. He seems to be well into condition early out from the show. No problems. So this is the new Brandon Curry that's training on home turf. And it seems to be paying off for Brandon. And I'm extremely, look at this. He doesn't usually hit back double bicep poses for us. So extremely, look at this, impressed with Brandon Curry. And I got him in 4th. But I think Brandon can come as high as 3rd. I'm going to put this caveat in here, this disclaimer, that I think Brandon Curry could come as high as 3rd and beat the next guy I'm going to talk about. And potentially beat the other guy I'm going to talk about, the 2nd place guy I'm going to talk about. You're going to have to keep watching to figure out who it's going to be. I might surprise you. So keep watching. So I got Brandon Curry in 4th place, but I could have Brandon as high as 2nd. That's how confident I am about this man right now, that he's training on home turf. He's acclimatized. He's not flying in from Kuwait, right? Stressed and all that shit. He's here. It's a different Brandon Curry. We can tell in his face, he's a different man. So, I'm going to leave it there. 3rd place, I think you guys kind of probably figured that out. Mr. Andrew Jacked, who hasn't been showing too much. You know, just showing some workouts here, showing the delts and the arms. You know, his most recent workout he posted here. Take a look. He changes so fast. Just look at the arm. Before, his arms looked like crap, like 4 or 5 weeks ago. We're like, is he even getting ready for the show? And now he looks like an alien. So you can't, his like gym shit that you see him train, you can't go off of that with Andrew Jacked. Chris Aceto says Andrew's huge. He says Andrew is bringing in that Texas form. And, you know, can we trust Chris Aceto in his word? No, we can't. We can't do that no more because he screwed us over in our predictions last time because he said, "Oh, you're gonna shock the world. He's good, the best. Just wait till you see Andrew." And then we're like, 5th place, Olympia again. Like, what the fuck? I thought he was gonna win the show. Based on how you guys are hyping him up, we thought he was gonna win the fucking show. So I do not believe a word Chris Aceto says when it comes to Andrew Jacked. That's why it's so hard to make a prediction for this man. But we're going to see. We're going to see if he comes in shape. He's got the genetics to, you know, be there with the next guys I'm going to talk about. And to no surprise. So, in 2nd place, you're going to see it right there, Mr. Derek Lunsford. You got Derek training here, last workout in Tampa. You know, I just think that Samson is just too overpowering for Derek, unfortunately. Derek looks really lean here. He looks, muscular, vascular. He looks like he's added a little bit of size. We're going to see. We're going to see how the posing is. We're going to see how the presentation is on stage, how the quads are going to look. Are the quads up? Are they bigger? Are they fuller? Is he not going to be as withered away like he was at the Olympia, where I think he just over dieted a little bit and the legs came down? We're going to see. We're going to see. Derek, see here, this is him in Ohio. This is him 4 days out today. And he's, talking about being positive, talking about God and all those, the typical Derek Lunsford speech, right? Which is fine. But at the end of the day, God doesn't speak for you. You do, Derek. And Derek Lunsford has a lot to prove at this show. And if he doesn't win, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board and say, where do I go from here? Because I can't beat Samson Dauda. And that's a hard pill to swallow. He beat you at the Olympia, dropped you down to third. You get the rematch with Samson Dauda at the Arnold. Bold and ballsy move to do, but he did it. And we're going to find out in 4 days. This is an epic rematch. I love this. I love the fact that we're going to be able to see this. It's awesome. I'm going to be there all the way through the weekend with you guys. All right. First place, Samson Dauda. I predict Samson Dauda is going to win the 2025 Arnold Classic Ohio. Let me mute that. Yeah, I think everyone has Samson winning. Can he lose? Yeah. I don't think he's going to win. Well, I think he might win convincingly at this show. I don't think it's going to be particularly that close, but I could be wrong. Right? Last time I predicted Samson to place third at the Olympia, and he won. Now I'm predicting that Samson's going to win the Olympia and he might lose. Right? So I don't know. I mean, who knows? But all I know is Samson looks good. He looks full and vascular and pretty dry. And usually that translates to his lower body being in pretty good shape. And we saw the progress photos. So, to me, I think he's there. He's more experienced. They've played around now. They peaked together a couple shows, him and his wife Marlena. So I think they got it down. And I'm excited for Samson. I'm not a Samson hater. I think Samson's great for the sport. I think he's a tremendous athlete. And I think he has the potential to be a multi-time Mr. Olympia and Arnold Classic champion. Right, guys? Does that make you feel better? Feel better now that I said that? All right. So Samson Dauda is going to win the Arnold Classic, in my opinion. I think he's going to be fairly dominant if he peaks properly for the show. I think Eric's got a little too much in front of him with Samson standing beside him in that beautiful structure that Samson has. Would I like Samson to be better detailed, like Ronnie Coleman? Yeah, but that's not Samson. Samson isn't Ronnie Coleman. This is a new era, the new age of bodybuilding. And this is what we got to deal with. This is what we got to work with, right? We don't got the Ronnie Colemans and the Kevin Lavrones and the Sean Rays and the Flex Wheelers anymore. I think those guys would have beat a lot of these guys if they were still competing in their prime. Right? And Ronnie Coleman would destroy Samson Dauda in the show. I think Kevin Lavrone would beat Samson Dauda. I think Jay Cutler would beat Samson Dauda. But at the end of the day, Samson is the man. He's the champ. And I respect him for that. And he's doing a good job. you know? So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Leave your comments below. Who do you think is going to win the Arnold Classic? Give me your top 5. Give me your top 6 in the comments. I'm excited for this one. It's going to be fun. I'll see you guys this weekend. Remember to like the video and subscribe so you get all the updates, the exclusive information that I'll be hammering out on my YouTube channel and Instagram. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.